do that for me. And then I just mentioned the John Elway golf, so that's just another one. And then we had the video. And trust me, Aaron Rodgers knows exactly what video is going to get leaked or posted.
Right.
And it was supposed to be, you know, the first day of OTAs, and he has traditionally shown up for all the OTAs.
He got 500,000 workout bonus, 500K.
Okay, so
and normally they pick that up. That's easy. I go work out, do a little lifting weights, meet a little bit. I get that little easy money.
I got it. But yesterday he didn't show up for OTAs for the first time. I guess it's the first time in his career. He said it was reported that he's always there.
Yeah, I get that little money. Yeah.
And yet where was he? Somehow video gets posted of him celebrating. It looked like he was at a wedding or something in Hawaii with Shailene Woodley.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Miles Teller. They acted together in The Spectacular Now, if you saw that in 2013, and so they must be still very close friends. So is Miles and his wife, and Aaron and Shailene. And they're just having a big old, good old time, right?
Good time. Yeah, it's the off-season.
It kind of looked like they'd had a couple of sleeves. Is that what you call it? Sleeves of tequila, right? It just kind of looked like it because they were, they were having fun.
I mean, look at Aaron got the hair growing back. Yeah, you got
the hair slicked back, and boy, they're just dancing the night away.
Yeah.
Way to go, Aaron. And this hits social media on the day of OTAs. You don't think that was carefully plotted?
Yep, I know. You remember there was another guy that did something very similar. You remember when the Patriots were having OTAs and Tom Brady was in Qatar? Oh, no, he was in Morocco. And he was on the back of a camel. Everybody said, Tom Brady never misses. That was the first sign, Skip.
Maybe.
That was the first sign. He's like, okay, I'm about to get up out of here.
Except that's a guy who wins Super Bowls, and I just need to put this back in context, your favorite word. Aaron Rodgers is 7-8 in the postseason since his long ago Super Bowl.
No, but I was just correlating, Skip, is that Tom Brady always showed up for OTAs. He never missed off-season conditioning. This was the first time that all of a sudden, in the video of him on the camel or him in Morocco would happen to get posted the very day his teammates are doing OTAs or mini camps or something like that nature.
Okay, but remember what was happening at that point. He'd even thrown for a playoff record 505 in that Super Bowl against the Eagles, and they lost 41 to 33. 41. Wait a second. Nick Foles hung 41 on Belichick.
And guess what?
With no Malcolm Butler in the lineup.
He just won the MVP almost unanimously. And he normally shows up. And they say this is probably the first time that he hasn't.
Does he show up in the postseason? Not really.
I still take him.
Will you?
Oh, yeah. Everybody else will think that.
This is the man who is 1-4 now in NFC championship games. This is the man who just recently, last I saw in a championship game, had a home run on the frozen tundra at Lambeau Field. And speaking of Tom Brady, he lost to Tom Brady because he stunk up the fourth quarter.
Skip, there are not very many teams that wouldn't throw their quarterback overboard to get that guy. There's only a handful of teams that wouldn't do it. He's
37 years of age, and I've been seeing stories lately that maybe his market price that he could bring would not be as high as you think it would be, that teams wouldn't fall all over each other to get him.
I mean, at that age, Skip, I mean, the likelihood of you... Now, if you're 25, you talk about a different story, but you talk about a guy 37. So I still believe he'll command a first round, maybe a first and a second round draft pick.
Maybe. But the point is, I've told you what I would love to see happen. Again, I've heard that through our man Lil Wayne, that they do like Jordan Love. And he said nice things about Jordan Love. He said he's a great kid, right?
But Skip, I've been hearing like they saying that the kid has a long way to go. Well, you got a long way to go. September ain't that long. It's not that far away.
Once upon a time, Aaron Rodgers had a long way to go because it took him 3 years to be ready to replace Favre. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 1 year of Jordan Love. I don't know. I've never even seen him really play. I've seen the highlights.
The man was never active. So how you Skip, you go from not being active one game, not dressing for one game, to all of a sudden you're the starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, also known as Title Town. That's where you go. So you feel comfortable with that, Mark Murphy, Brian Gutekunst? Because you brought this on yourself. You see, now all of a sudden, a problem that could have been prevented. Skip, your pipes would have never burst. They tell you when it starts to freeze, you let it drip a little bit. But what do? You turn it completely off and the pipes burst. So now you're trying to clean up a mess that you could have prevented You could have prevented this. Now sit back and just hope and pray that Aaron Rodgers doesn't leave you high and dry, which he more than 90% probably will, because he does not like the general manager.
So for the 4 seasons ahead of last season,
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers' stats fell precipitously. And
Well,
that was QBR and completion percentage fell each of 4 straight years. And again, they were 1-3 because they'd gotten blown off the field in the NFC Championship game at San Francisco, and Aaron really stunk that one up. So did everybody. So did the team. So did the defense.
They thought he felt so bad, so don't draft a quarterback. Go ahead and release Aaron Rodgers. Let him go. You could have done that. If they didn't think Aaron Rodgers could play, not only would they have drafted a quarterback, they would have let Aaron Rodgers go. Why didn't they let him go? So if you think his numbers are dropping, why you want to hold on to him now? Oh, because you believe he's more like the MVP we saw last year or the previous 4 years? Which do you think they believe? Because they wouldn't be trying to move heaven and earth to get him. Why they flying back and forth? Who flies cross country to kiss somebody's butt? I wish I might, but that's what they've been doing. Now all of a sudden, he's like, oh, what you've been saying? Well, Aaron, your last 4 years, okay, my last 4 years hadn't been the best. Okay, so why y'all at my doorstep? I'm talking through the ring cam. I ain't answered the door. I'm talking to them. Why y'all here? Remember, y'all said my stats were dropping. You took a quarterback in the first round. You traded up to get him. You got rid of my quarterback coach and Alex Van Pelt. I never forgave him for that. You didn't sign Jordy Nelson and Jeff Janis and Kumaro. So why y'all at my door? Why you trespassing? Get off my property.
I still believe Aaron Rodgers wants to be the Packers quarterback till death do them part, so to speak.
Nah.
I believe that. And I believe he wants a 3-year, big guaranteed top.
Well, you don't have to give him $50 million. I mean, you're talking about 3 years at $50 million a year.
He wants a guarantee that Jordan Love will be sitting and waiting for the next 3 years.
Well, Skipper, you get a man $100 million for guarantee. He gonna be sitting for the next 3 years.
So I believe that's what he wants. I do not believe he wants the pressure of having to start over this late in life. And
if you that guy, Skip.
Well, are you that guy?
Yeah, he that guy. He that dude.
7-8 in the playoffs since that long ago Super Bowl. In Titletown, it's been 10 years since they've had a title.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that's been great that hasn't won it. The guy won the MVP. You saw him. You saw what he did last year, Skip. Don't pretend you didn't see that.
I saw him lose 38-10 at Tom Brady right in the middle of the season.
Yes.
I don't know. He stunk it up. He almost threw 2 straight pick sixes. One got knocked out of bounds at the 1.
But so Tom Brady, all 16 games, Tom Brady was flawless.
No, he wasn't flawless, but he did grade 2nd overall for the whole regular season by Pro Football Focus.
Skip, well, anytime I grade my tests, I always gave myself an A.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, anytime you self-grade. Yeah, Pro Football Focus, man, come on, Skip.
They're not self-grading.
Yeah, no. Tom Brady did not play better than my homeboy.
Okay. Well, I would love to see Green Bay call his bluff and just go ahead and trade him and see how he likes it in Denver.
Yeah,
to start
you'll love it.
Yeah, would he?
Yeah, you know what paid. Hold on. Name the great quarterbacks that got traded to Denver that didn't go to the Super Bowl. Start with Craig Morton in '77. Where did he go? He lost to the Cowboys because he turned the ball over 8 times, but that's neither here nor there. John Elway, he got traded to the Broncos. He went to 5. Peyton Manning got traded to the Broncos. He went to 2-1-1. Elway won 2. And now, that's what we do, Skip. If you're a quarterback, you get traded to the Broncos, you're going to the Super Bowl. Within your first 2 years.
Really?
Book it.
Book it?
Book it.
Wow, I'd like to get some due on that.
Well, babe, if that's a good prop bet. Box bet, take something on that.
Really?
Yeah.
All I know is that this master media manipulator has brilliantly turned the tables on Mark Murphy to the point that he's now got Packer Nation groveling at his feet saying, please come back, Aaron. Please don't go. Please take a big new contract.
Yeah, exactly. So
right?
So who you think the fans want? Brian Gutekunst, who they never see, don't know? Mark Murphy, who they never see, don't know? Or Aaron Rodgers, who should have a statue besides Lombardi and Starr and Favre and the Minister of Defense, rest his soul, Reggie White?
Trust me. The smart Packer fans, the ones who are plugged in, they know exactly how bad Aaron Rodgers has been in all 5 NFC Championship games he played in, because the one he won was against Caleb Haney in Chicago when Aaron stunk up the second half and barely survived. Go look it up because they know it. So there's going to be a split in Packer Nation. Some are going to be saying, I don't know.
And the really smart Packer fans remember what it was like when Bart Starr retired until they got Bart Starr retired until they got Brett Favre. They know what those years were like. That 20-plus years there, they know what that was like. And you don't normally have this happen. You don't normally have